This is just going to be a video, guys, like a stream of consciousness of things that have happened in my life as to how I think the way that I do and parts of who I am. I grew up in a very dysfunctional family. My parents divorced they separated around the age when I was around 6. And they were both remarried by 7. By the time I was 7, my mother, once she was remarried to a doctor, all of a sudden developed migraine headaches and was in the room all the time, most of the time, 90-something% of the time, from 1977 to the present day, 2024. How she's still alive, I don't know. But I watched as my mother slowly went away and into the room, the cavern, the bedroom, and rarely came out except for holidays when her parents might visit or a relative or something to put on a performance. So I grew up, even though there was a doctor in the house, I saw the destruction of pharmaceuticals. I saw what it did. It didn't cure anything. It stole my childhood. It stole my mother's life. And it's sad. That's all I can really say about it, is how sad it is. And she's not doing well. She really shouldn't be alive now, but she's not doing well. And I can tell you that the day that she dies, the tears will be from all the things that should have been and never were. We essentially raised ourselves. Me being the oldest, I stepped in with the younger siblings to do what I could, which was never enough for them. Not what should have been. For all of us. So, when I grew up watching the destruction of my mother and the spotlight put on me that I had the problem because I was a rebel speaking up, saying these things shouldn't be this way, then pharma was turned on me. I was the one with the problem. I'm the one that needed antidepressants. I needed medications just to fix my way of thinking because I was rebellious and I didn't listen to my parents and I was disrespectful. I was just trying to get them to wake up. I knew I was participating in waking up before waking up was even a thing, and it cost me dearly. But I was put away one time, 72-hour hold, just because they were moving my senior year and I didn't want to go to a new high school. I was in excelled classes, and so I decided I was going to quit and get my GED, and they stuck me in a mental hospital. So I know all about pharma. And then later in life, my children were in a car accident in 2003, and I had 2 in ICU. My son was 8 at the time. He had a near-death experience. But I was diagnosed with post-traumatic stress disorder. And I went coaster ride with those medications for over a decade and wanted to kill myself and get it all over with, and tried. And then I came out of it and just got off everything. And I've been clear of all sorts of antidepressants. I didn't take them every year of my life, but after the PTSD, they wanted to overkill me on medications. I think those medications harm me significantly, and the proof is that I'm not taking any of them anymore, and I've never been better. I just want you to know that my perspectives are based on experience. I've been in situations where I was in the education department, education field, and reported somebody for having relations with a student and was gone after. But he got time. I was right in reporting it, and I had to go around the administration because they were not going to report it, and go directly to the Attorney General's office to have something done. And I discovered the hard way, especially looking back on it, that these people protect each other. He only got 2 years for 3 children. And the people that didn't report it, the administration, the principal, she climbed up the ladder to superintendent. And now she's head of half the superintendents of the state. They get rewarded. So when all these theories come up about who's actually running things, or who's good or who's not good or whatever, understand that I've seen it. I've lived it. I've watched the destruction. I've watched the apathy. I've watched the participation. And people that you think are so great are not so great. Evil does exist, but also good exists. Phenomenal good. Beyond here, too. My son's near-death experience. The one where he told me 3 months after the hospital that he was scared to tell me something. And then he told me this magnificent story of his near-death experience. And then I said, baby, why didn't you want to tell me? Because I didn't want to hurt your feelings, Baba. I didn't want to come back. It's hard. Living here is hard. Living is hard. And when those in charge do not want the best for you, and those in charge don't take care of themselves even, it makes the world even more difficult. But I believe that there's a purpose for being here. I believe that there are things that I am learning. And I do pray that it is when it's my time that that's it. I'm done. I don't want to do this again. I really don't. And I hope that I have some sort of positive effect on being here. I'm going back to teaching, and I'm teaching, and I see the spark in their eyes, and I hope that this small little group that I'm teaching, that I make an effect that's going to ripple out into the world for the better. But just understand that I've walked the plank. I've seen the vast expanse of the ocean, and that it's very precarious where we are, especially for people with a good heart and a good soul who want only the best for others. It's highly difficult when most of the world is not cooperating, not even your own family. And then the ones that take all the medications that for their ailments and prescribe all the medications for their ailments who are so sick. Those are the ones telling me I'm crazy. 4 years ago, 3 years ago, 10 years ago, 20 years ago, 30 years ago. Those are the ones telling me I'm crazy. Or I need the medication. Or I should take it, or else, there's going to be consequences for other people. I mean, it's insane. It's totally illogical. They have destroyed their lives, and it's like they want you to come with them. So understand that I understand more in depth than just the last 4 years. I've been at this a long time, and it's mentally taxing, very taxing. But I'm also proof that you can make it, and you can put one foot in front of the other. It can be done despite everything that can go wrong. I pray every day. I suggest y'all pray every day and hang on tight to your faith, because I promise you that's the only reason I'm still here. And that there is good in the world, and I see it too. And it's that good needs to be the fuel that keeps us going. Love to you all. Hang in there. Bye for now.